Coach, two quick questions for you. First of all, you went for it, fourth down, your side of the field. It just reminded everybody of how you played as a player and your team responded. Can you talk about their response tonight?
Yeah, I thought, at that point, we had the momentum. There's a play we worked in practice. It got our defense a couple times. It's kind of hard to see little DC right there. And obviously a great block by Josh Jacobs. But that's just believing in your team. Like, we're right there at the 50-yard line. Our defense was playing really good football. I felt we were controlling the game defensively, and kind of went with my gut.
The offensive line tonight, certainly had their hands full with the Jets, but that's one of the best defenses in all the NFL. So when you think about the fact Colton was out and who they were playing, how proud are you of that offensive line, Coach?
Very. I mean, we talked about that early in the week, obviously, with Miller being out. Big ups to Jermaine. Switching from right tackle to left tackle. Not easy doing that in the middle of the season, late in the season. He did it like a champ, gave us the best five that we felt to put out there to give us the opportunity to win the game. Just a lot of, what you see I think with this team is guys being, whatever it takes to do for one another, they're willing to do it. And that's what I'm proud about with them. It wasn't pretty at times, but they kept battling, they believed.
Coach Alan Snell here with LVSportsBiz.com. Can you talk a little about the extent to which the change of culture, the change of attitude has converted into 2 wins in a row now?
Well, I mean, it's football. Not everything's going to go your way. Nobody's trying to make a mistake. Nobody does anything on purpose to have a bad call or, do something silly. And like I told these guys at the very beginning, we're all fortunate to be in the National Football League. We're all fortunate to work for a great organization, fan base, and alumni. And when you come to work every day, do it with a smile. Because one day that door's going to close, you're not going to be able to walk in there no more. And it was no different than today. Our fans, they kept us in the game. Their energy, their passion, their support throughout. That's what energized our guys at the end. And then if you watched at the very, the last 30 seconds, I think you saw our entire bench up on the sideline rooting on our defense, talking to Devontae right next to me, Josh Jacobs. I mean, all those guys are sitting there just rallying the troops. That's what this culture is about. It's about team.
Coach, I'd like you to talk about the job that Bo Hardigree did tonight. I thought he did an exceptional job calling a game for Aidan doing what he could do, sir.
Right. Let's go back to the very beginning. That was a good defense. It looked good on paper. It looked good on tape. It was good in person. And I thought Bo and Aidan handled everything they were throwing at us. Very, very talented group up front. Well-coached group. You can see why they're in every game. You can see why they're right there in the mix. But Bo and Aidan and myself, had 3 rookies, right? Right, 3 rookies. Figuring out together and believing in one another, good, bad, or ugly, we're going to ride with one another.
Coach, it seemed like creatively you were getting Davante Adams involved in the game early, different plays, different looks, and how big and important is that in your game plan?
Well, I mean, what's the first thing you saw when you watched the Jets? They loaded the box. And we're going to have opportunities there for Davante. And obviously you saw the first couple of plays was right to him, get the ball in his hands, get him going. Listen, when you got one of the best receivers in the game, I'm not stupid. I know who to get the ball to. 17-8. We got some other good football players, some really good ones, and Jacoby Myers and Hunter Winfrow. And can't talk about Big Mike. That was a huge play by Big Mike in the red zone. You just got boss, right? That's going to be on the tape, so good for Big Mike.
Tim Woods with Sports Fan Rap. Just want to give you a shout out, to give you a congratulations, man. Seeing you come through this journey and seeing Raider Nation all the way live out there, and seeing the guys just run around and rap and get around to that ball, and the defense just looked like they stepped up. It reminded me of some of the old days, and just want to congratulate you on behalf of Mount San Antonio College, and very proud to know and see you leading these guys and have the Raiders in contention for the playoffs. I hope that you keep this job and they keep you here for a long time. And I saw a lot of people that said the same thing. That's all I got.
Me and Tim Woods played junior college together, Sac Dogs, National Championship, 1997.
All right. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
So I noticed you had Black Forces on today. So I want to know about your mental state going into this game wearing them forces.
Raider Nation know what that means. Stand up, blacked out. They speak for themselves. Oh, one more.
Antonio, Sam Gordon, Las Vegas Review-Journal. How much are you enjoying this? How much fun are you having in real time being a part of this?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun when I got in the locker room. On that grass, that was different. That was stressful. I don't know if I'm going to do this for 30 years. I don't know how these guys do it. Man, look, it's just fun being around the guys, man. That's the reason why I got back into coaching. You know, as a former player, that's the one thing you always miss is that locker room feeling, that being with one another, that continuity, that I need to pick me up. And I need a little pick me up out there, too. You know, I don't know if I have my poker face on, but I tried my best. But that's what you miss, man. The guys just fighting, doing it together. Then when you walk in that locker room and to see everybody smile and to see the celebration, to see all the hard work that we've done over the past several days come to fruition, it's fun. For however long I'm here as a Raider, as a head coach, shit, we're going to have a blast.
All right, thanks, everyone.
All right, thank you.
Aidan, I'd like to take you back to that I think it was the last drive of the first half, where it appeared to me, but I wanted to get your opinion. It looked like you threw the ball into the ground because that was a safe, just to throw the ball away. Is that accurate?
Sorry, the end of the first half?
I think it was the end of the first half. I apologize. So much happened at the end, but it's where the one where you threw it into the ground, it looked like that was intentional because the guy was covered. Was that inaccurate?
I can't remember the play, but I think so. I threw it over by Devontae, Michael or someone over there. Yeah, I think I did.
Okay, second of all, that is one of the best defenses in all of the National Football League. And without Colton Miller, your offensive line certainly had their hands full, but I thought they played very well considering who they were playing and who was out. Did you agree? And can I get your analysis of the offensive line, please?
100%. That's, like you said, it's an unbelievable unit. It starts up front for them. They got some great players up front and great linebackers, great secondary. And so, yeah, we knew, obviously, with Colton out, you never want the guys to be down, but guys stepped up and played really well. I held on to the ball too much in the first half and probably got in trouble with those sacks there. And so, put those on me. I got to get rid of the ball faster, make better decisions. And so, man, super proud of the offensive line, battled their butts off, ran the ball well. Yeah.
How much did you grow up today? And how much did you learn about perseverance at your position?
Yeah, I think a lot. I think it was a tough game. It was up and down, and obviously we were down and had to come back. And even the second half, up and down. Even each drive, there was ups and downs. Getting second and short, and then penalty or a bad play by us, or a negative play on 1st and 10 and behind the stick. So kind of just all over the place, and definitely not a super clean performance from us. But it's really hard to win in the National Football League, as I'm learning, and I think it's just really proud of our guys, our defense, special teams did an awesome job keeping us in the game for a while. And then, a lot of guys on offense stepped up to make plays when they needed to.
Aidan, I'd like to ask you about your maturation as a player, if you would, please. When your coach on your side of the 50 goes for it on 4th down, what's that say to an offensive unit? How does it make you guys feel when he says, all right, let's go, let's roll the dice and go?
Yeah, it's aggressive. There's a sense where there's just no fear, and you have to play the game in order to win. You don't try to just keep from losing. And I think I love the call from Bo. Honestly, I love the 3rd down call on the last drive too, where you're throwing the ball. I know it's you think to run the ball and run the clock out, but it's a tip ball away from ending the game there. And so it's a fine line of being dumb and being aggressive. And I think I trust what the coaches call and try to do my job the best I can.
You guys all set? Let's Sam and Hondo. Last two.
The touchdown pass to Michael, just can you walk us through that and the ball skills that he showed on that play? When did you first see those ball skills that he had, be it in training camp or another time?
Yeah, I think pretty early on, Michael's shown us that he's a special player. Even rookie minicamp, I remember him just being the super tough guy. I remember him having blisters all over his feet and his socks are full of blood. And we knew, I think, as an offense and as a team, we had a really good young player there, and he did an awesome job making an awesome play. I kind of just threw it up and let him be a football player, and man, he made an awesome play. There was great protection again by the offensive line too. I held on the ball. They were even still a little bit too long, and so just it's kudos to the guys around me for making plays.
Aidan, I'd like to ask you about Bo and AP. They're calling a game with the stuff that you know, allowing you to grow. How comfortable is that? And obviously, you got a whole long ways to keep growing. It's not like this is the end. It's just the beginning. But how is that knowing, okay, they're calling a game to help me?
Yeah, I think it's huge. Like I said last week, Bo is the coach I spent the most time with since I've been in the NFL, and so it's really cool to see our relationship grow as we're taking these steps together. And I love how hard Bo works and how much he puts into the game. And there's, like I said, there's an aggressive play style and play calling to AP and Bo, both of those guys. And so all the confidence in the world in our entire coaching staff. They're doing an awesome job. And under the circumstances, and so yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks, Aidan.
Thanks, guys.